In this episode, we explore the Kleinwalstertal, a beautiful valley surrounded by high mountains in the Allgäu Alps. This unique valley is completely cut off from the rest of Austria, and the only traffic connection is via the Bavarian town of Obertsdorf. There are three main villages, and we chose Riezlern as our base. Join us as we spend 6 fantastic days hiking and climbing this spectacular summer paradise. Knowing we couldn't check into the campsite until around midday, we decided to take a short detour to Obertsdorf to shop for our favourite bread at Lidl while we were still in Germany.
We're just leaving Fischen, which was a good little Stellplatz. Oh no, here comes a car, so
I'll pull over just here.
Up past the tree. Oh, he can go in there. He can go in there, can't he? This is what you have to do all the time. It's Romobile Jenga. Turned out to be a good Stellplatz. Didn't start off that way, but in the end, once we moved, we had a lovely spot where we could get the awning out. Not next to anybody. Don't have a sat nav, so this is what I have to do. Follow us, Garmin, and I follow the route on the iPad. Obertsdorf, 1k. This is one of our favourite things about buying bread in Germany, apart from how wonderful the bread is. You get it whole.
Get it out
Yeah,
of
get
here.
it out there. You pop it into the slicing machine. You pick the size slice that you want.
You want
Now,
8.
we we want 8. And you close the door.
Close the door. I think you close the door and then press 8.
You press 8.
Anything else? Mind your fingers.
Then the tricky bit is bagging it. So you don't want the bag yet. Now you get your plastic bag.
Made a real hash of that.
You did make a real hash of it.
Having stocked up with our favourite bread and other supplies at Lidl, we drove the short distance to our campsite just across the Austrian border in Riezlern.
We just had a stop in Obertsdorf. Wasn't easy, but we found a great spot by the railway line that we're pretty sure we're allowed to stop at. Don't forget this is 30 up here, Dale, go slow. Now we've got the challenge of finding our way to the campsite when the roundabout we actually want to take is closed and there's an Umleitung. Our favourite thing is Umleitungs. Yeah, see Umleitung, right? Oh, now we get a train. A Zug.
Well, at least you'll see it.
Yeah, we will. Hasn't been a Zug here the whole time, and we get one now when we want to cross. We've just arrived at Helen. Oh, I've forgotten the name of it now. Alpencamping. And we're setting up. Got the tables and chairs out, and the annex out. It's the most gorgeous day, and this is the most gorgeous campsite. So we'll go and have a look inside. We're as close as we could possibly get, site 207, to the facilities. So that's where we are. There's the town down there. I'll follow you in. We're just going to go and check out the facilities, but from what I've seen already, they're fantastic.
Oh, nice kitchen too.
Isn't it beautiful?
Yeah.
Look at that. That's just amazing.
Okay. What's that for?
Dishwasher.
Oh, okay, yeah.
There's no one in here, so I can film. Here's a private looking little shower. After how many nights of Stellplatzing, this is sheer luxury for us. Wow. about to go for a walk downtown in Riezlern, and in our fabulous campsite we've got a water fountain. You can get still water or soda water or sparkling water. And lovely icy cold bubbly water. It's just amazing.
Yeah, just coming back from the shops, just down the road, didn't take us a minute. Next to our van here, really in a good spot. Fabulous.
After lunch in our van, we walked the short distance to the Kleinwalstertal chairlift. Using our guest card, we were able to bypass ticketing and get straight onto the 8-seater gondola to take us up the mountain. With it being the afternoon, it was quiet, and we were lucky enough to get the gondola to ourselves.
There's our campsite. Just a short walk from the, what they say, called Tell station.
You should do that.
We've got the lift up. It's the afternoon of our first day here, and we just thought we'd come up and suss things out. So you can see over there.
Well, we can use our lift tickets as many times as we like.
We can go on all the lifts in the area as many times as we like, and this one is €35 return. So there's €70 we've saved just for today. But
and it's only what, 10 minutes walk? Not.
The mountain station of the Kleinwalstertal is at an altitude of 1,957 metres and offers breathtaking views of the surrounding mountains. We could see the ridge hike that we would do tomorrow and the mountain that we plan to climb later in the week. Knowing we had a very long hike planned and waking to a hot and sunny day, we left the campsite early to catch the number 1 bus to take us to the lift station before it opened at 9 a.m.
okay, it is 8:17 on Tuesday, the 13th, love?
Yeah.
And we've just walked down to the lift that we got up to the mountain yesterday, but this time we're getting bus number 1. Here come the bus. We're on the bus now. We've just been dropped off at the Walsersteig. We've got a little covered walkway to get over there. We're early, so we'll go over and we'll sort ourselves out.
For our planned ridge hike, we needed to take the Walsersteig up to the start of the hike, and at the other end, we needed to come down on the Kleinwalstertal. Both of the lifts would be free with our guest card.
Just finding our bearings, hoping this is the right way, and it's hot already.
Having found the right path, we headed on up the steep, gravelly trail.
It's so steep down there, and they've got this tiny little ledge that they're all walking along.
They'll walk anywhere, these things.
Unbelievable.
Maybe we'll get a break up here in the trees. Bit of rest in the cuppa.
And we needed it.
Yeah.
During the summer, 20 contented dairy cows graze here, so the restaurant can make fresh cheese and yogurt daily.
Just had a quick break. Now we're heading on up the steep climb. You can see people up there. We've got to head up there. This probably won't show how friggin' steep it is, but believe me, it's bloody steep, and we're not there yet. But just let the view remind you while you're doing it. We're about 2 hours into the hike now, nearly all of which has been up and more up, and guess what? More up.
That was another good climb. Just got a bit of a crest.
I'm just about knackered. I want lunch.
Yeah, but you've got to find somewhere to sit down, and there's not many seats. A nice little ridge walk for a while.
2-way traffic here, so we've got to keep moving over to let people pass, but it clearly shows the path that where we're heading off to. We're supposed to be heading towards the Feldhornbahn, but we're struggling to see where it is. It's certainly not in view yet, so we've got to maybe wait till we get to the top of that thing or another summit. Right, after nearly a 4-hour hike and I don't know how many summits.
There's a helicopter down there.
This appears to be our last summit before we go down and then have to summit back up to there. Now we're ready to get the barn back down, and I've never seen a happier sight.
After taking the lift up, we commenced our 9k ridge hike at 1,360 metres. Whilst not difficult, the constant steep ascent tested us on such a hot sunny day. The car was well signposted and easy to follow. The views were fabulous, but we longed for some shade and a place to sit and rest occasionally. There were several summits along the way, the most impressive of which was Feldhorn, with the cross at the top. It took us over 5 hours to conquer the over 800 metres in elevation to reach the lift station that would take us back down to Riezlern. Caught the same number 1 bus, but this time all the way to Obertsdorf. Our guest card gave us free travel in the Austrian side, but once we crossed the German border we had to pay, so it was €15 return per person.
Here comes the bus to Obertsdorf that we'll be catching this morning, and surprisingly it's almost, well, it's over 2 minutes late and they're always on time.
It was a short 15-minute walk to the lift station, and our guest cards gave us free access to the lift.
We've just arrived at the Nebelhornbahn. But we'll get on this next one. Here we go.
The first continuous gondola takes you up to Ciel, and then you get off at Hoffenblick, where you change to a larger gondola that takes you to the top station. We planned to hike down from Ciel station, but first we took the large gondola to the top, trying to avoid the crowds that will arrive later on.
Okay, this is the lift you come up in to the top station. We're just walking up to the cross. If you've ever wanted a 360-degree view.
360-degree views at the cross were truly breathtaking. It's said that you can see over 400 mountains and also down a 600-metre gorge. You also got a great view of the 100-metre steel walkway that forms part of the Walsersteig, or Skywalk as I kept calling it. Very sharp ridge you can see is part of a Klettersteig that we had considered doing, but having looked at it we thought it's well beyond our capability.
Right, we're going to walk down from the cross, or the Gipfel now, to the Skywalk. We have to walk through a tunnel first. It's handling the tunnel really well, right? Fantastically, actually.
After exploring the summit, we caught the large gondola back down to Höfenblick, where we had to change to the smaller gondola down to Ciel.
Well, here we go, we'll have a nice empty one now to get into.
No, I can't.
There we go. Oh, that's much better, isn't
Good
it?
time to be going down.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
Actually, can I turn around the other way?
Yeah.
Yeah, the ones coming up are full, the ones going down aren't.
Yeah, good.
Okay, we've reached the Alps station now. So we can get out here.
Having found the sign for the Falkenbachtabel, we headed off on our hike.
And
Okay, we've got off at Ciel, off the lift, the Nebelhornbahn, we got off at Ciel. I should be looking down the whole time because I don't want to fall over. And we're now hiking down the Feldbach something or other. So that's obviously the Feldbach down there, because every little stream is a bach. And we're hiking down to Obertsdorf.
which is 1 hour, they said.
Well, 1 hour for normal people.
Yeah.
We figured we're not normal. We're langsam, which is slow.
Well, it looks like we could be getting to a bit of a tricky spot soon, so we might...
Yes, we might have to revert to sticks. This was a very expensive lift to go up. It was over 50 euros each. We didn't pay it because we had the guest card. But when you see the infrastructure they have to put in, you think, I can understand why it's so damned expensive. We're hiking on a path that sort of goes under it.
We reached the stream at the point where it spills over the hydroelectric power plant. It was great that the metal stairway allowed us to get so close to the waterfall. Combined with the shade, it was a wonderfully cooling experience on such a hot day. The spray from the waterfall did coat the rocks and make things slippery. So it was great that in certain strategic places they had provided a wire for us to hang on to so that we didn't slip down. The rest of the hike we hugged the stream, and we were in total awe of the power of nature and the fact that the water that we were walking beside had the power to generate the hydroelectricity used by the lifts that we'd taken earlier that day.
nice easy stairs, Pete. Won't be too bad. Got a nice little bridge coming up in a minute. You do have to watch where you're putting your feet though. Because with all the water and spray, makes the stones pretty slippery.
We really love this 2-hour 4K hike along the Feldhorn. Normally we like to hike up and get the lift down, but for this hike we wanted to make use of the lifts before the crowds arrived, and it worked out well for us. We got to enjoy the top of the mountain early and then enjoy the cool shaded trail on the way back to Obertsdorf. From the end of the trail it was a short walk back into town where we did some shopping before getting the bus back to Riezlern.
It is Thursday the 15th, public holiday in Austria. Turn around, show me your Klettersteig gear on the back. We're all geared up for our Klettersteig.
Up there.
We're going to walk up here, and if the sun will let me, that's where we're going. Onwards and upwards, Raymond.
Yeah, I might. There's a lift station we've just got out of, and we're on our way up to the Klettersteig, which is way up there. And there's the top. People
Getting a bit closer. People are up there already. We got on when the lift opened, but let's hope that'll be us soon. Right, we're at the start of the Klettersteig, and we're always very nervous when we start. So it's supposed to be mostly B with a little bit of BC. Fingers crossed.
See where we've come from.
Going up the B section, and it's always hard to start with because it's always a little bit scary, but we're getting there. Sorry about the shaking. Very well. Got a fair bit of up section now, so it's about all. Gotta love a stemple. Ray's just heading off. He's got his legs the wrong way. It's amazing how you've got to try and think about which leg goes first and what to put where. I think we're coming to the A section, which is, I hope, we need a rest. Considering it's B, we've had to use a fair bit of arms. I think that's why they've put the cable up so high, so you can use your arms. There he goes. Well done, Raimondo. heart rate under control again, which is half the battle.
Yeah.
People coming behind, doing what we're doing. Probably a bit easier than we're doing it, but here you go.
Probably looks a bit harder than it is there. It's reasonably easy. There's someone else coming around.
Here's the bridge bit we've got to cross. I'll get into a position to film Ray. Ray's about to do the bridge, which is always...
How did you get onto it?
I don't know, love. You got to duck under, I think. Oh, that doesn't look right. Okay. Watch out for your hiking poles.
I'm not sure whether that was the right way to do it.
I'm not sure either. Can you hook your rest on the top? Will it reach?
I don't know. Yeah, I think it will.
Because that'll make you feel better. We'll hook it onto one of the side ones then. Oh, it looks horrible, is it?
As I said before, it's probably one of the scariest things I've done. I think Julie's put her resting cable strap up on the thing, and it's making it harder for her to push it along because it's so tight.
I'm not sure if the rest was a good idea. It's kind of stuck. Because the cable's dipping.
It is not easy. I won't say it too loud in case you hear. Extremely scary. You just don't take your eyes off of your feet below you on the wire. Just watch every step. And I think she's only about halfway now. It gets better the closer you get to the end. It gets better. You probably did it wrong. Not particularly easy getting off either. Yes, that's right. They told us this was going to be easy. and kids do it. Wow, we must have some pretty brave kids around these parts.
I swear, last push.
You're almost there, love.
Good morning to you now.
Now you've got to walk a little bit further first. There we go. And then we've just got to walk up to the top, and that's the summit.
Strength to go. Yeah.
That was pretty hairy, wasn't it?
Well, it wouldn't have been so bad if I hadn't really stuffed up on the bridge.
Yeah.
Believe me, the amount of energy that took out of me
Yeah.
was horrendous.
Well, we're on the way down now from the Via Ferrata. Had a bit of morning tea. Not sure what the time is, probably close to lunchtime, but we're on our way down. 11 o'clock, and we on the way down. Julie don't like the down much. Neither do I much. Always slippery.
Just on the way back down now, but it's still going up the Kletterstride that we just did. So we thought we'd get a shot of it while the sun's on it. And it was harder than we thought.
That was the easy bit, I think.
Oh yeah, get around the other side. Quite hairy. Glad we did it. Not in a hurry to do it again. Oh, had a great morning on the mountain. Heading home now for lunch. Just past the Band because it's a religious public holiday today.
Here we go.
And down.
Whoa.
It was a bit rocky, wasn't it?
Nicer.
Oh, back down for lunch. Yummy little bread. You're having leftover sausages. We arrived at the lift station when it opened at around 8:30 and joined a large queue, so had to share a cabin on the way up. We hiked up to the Klettersteig, said to be easy, mostly B with some BC. It was not easy for us. The rope bridge was horrendous, long, wobbly and scary. It was all worth it when we made it to the summit and felt that sense of achievement before heading back down the mountain. The combined hike and climb took about 2.5 hours, and when we reached the lift station, we were treated to a band playing before catching the lift back down.
We've just got back from our Klettersteig, and we're just a little way from our campsite. We'll be on that bus later on, by the way. And because it's a public holiday today, there's all sorts of bands everywhere. I'm not saying a word. Oh, but this is their tradition, and that's what we love about the place. It's all their traditions.
Despite being tired, we wanted to make the most of the beautiful day, so in the afternoon we caught the number 5 bus to get the Ifenbahn. Normally €26 per person, but free with our guest card.
Gone back for lunch, been delighted by a band, and now we've headed off to Ifen, and we're getting the lift up the Ifenbahn.
It's a big one.
It is a big one. Yeah. It's Thursday the 15th in the afternoon, public holiday here for religious reasons, and we're in the Ifenbahn heading up the mountain.
And it's all about the timing too, because we've got this whole
whole
gondola.
10-seater cabin to ourselves.
Yeah.
We let the others go. But this is up the other side of the valley to where we've been so far. A lovely cabin. It's almost like a panoramic thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is really, usually all you can see is sort of scratches and...
Yeah, where there's ski poles
yeah.
hit the windows.
See if I can do a 360 going around here. Yeah, so, I mean, wherever you look, it's beautiful. Now you can probably hear the cowbells. Always cowbells. There we go. Back around the other side. And up to the mountain. I think we'd be too stuffed to climb anything else today.
And again, just use the card again for the
Yeah,
bus
just use the
and
card.
for the lift.
Yep, so we've had
Cost us
two
nothing.
lifts, a bus. Unbelievable.
I think it must have saved well over €100 today, I reckon.
Okay, well there's the lift station coming up, so we'll get ourselves ready. We're taking it easy on ourselves at the moment. We're doing the short Panoramaweg. It's a really cute little hike through the little foresty bit here. Very, very pleasant. Yes, it shall be very tempting on the way back.
Yeah. Oh, this is going to be...
The views were fabulous, but the short walk was enough for us after this morning's hike and climb. So we made our way back to the lift station and headed down to get the bus back to the campsite. With thunderstorms predicted for the afternoon, we headed off early to get the number 1 bus to Waldhaus.
We're off on another full day's adventure. Here comes our favourite bus number 1 to take us down the valley.
The Heuburg lift would have been €9 one way, but was free with our cards.
We're at Heuburg, ready to get the lift up to do a ridge walk. We've got to get in our spots, I guess. On our first open chairlift, they've all been gondolas to date. Ray's going to have a go with the X4. We can't see much until we get past this. Oh, here we go. It was very cloudy this morning, but the clouds are starting to break up to another beautiful day. I don't think this one goes for very far.
Yeah.
Oh, look over there. Got it. We're at the very start, and when I'm going to say very start, I mean 20 minutes in to our walk from the Berg station at Heuburg, and we're walking to the Berg station that goes down into Mittelberg, and I can't quite remember the name of the mountain, but we've got to hike up to the top of the mountain. It says 2.5 hours, but what's your guess, Raymond?
Now I'm going to go 3 1/4.
I'm going to go 4.5. We'll see. And there's a sign telling us that we're now entering the Alpensteig. So it means you really need to have a bit of alpine experience. So we'll see how we go. We should be used to it. Well, it's not all going to be like this, but we're really enjoying this part of the hike. It's varied. Got to be careful, but it's varied.
Slippery here. A little bit tight coming through here. It's a bit slippery. We've had,
Well, it's muddy. So
yeah, a bit muddy. Got to be careful what you, and the rocks then become a little bit slippery.
Nice little bit of a climb here in the forest. This is where you really love your sticks. There's a real slippy bit just there.
The lift we went up to in the afternoon, wasn't it? We just, yeah. Yeah, we went up there to the top. We had a walk around. And nice little tricky bit going up there.
Actually, it's good. It's not
Yeah.
It's just quite enjoying this part of the walk, hike. Had a lovely cuppa break, but it's always hard to get going again afterwards.
Oh, the sticks sometimes get in the way.
They do. Hands are best sometimes.
Yeah, nice foresty bit here, nice and cool. Although it's not really a hot day. It's pretty cloudy today anyway. So, well, here we go. Got a bit of a paddock here, but you can actually see in the distance where we've got to go to. And it's pretty high and a fair way away. And we're starting to climb up a bit now. As I said before, we've got a lot of up to do, and we've started already.
Trees like this, I wouldn't mind.
But if we can stay in the trees, not a problem. It's steep here.
I think we're coming to the end of the fun bit soon, and we'll be out in the open. So we better enjoy this in the shade with the fun of the forest and the tree roots and the rocks and everything else that we get to walk across.
Whoa.
Well, we've just cut through, we're still on the path, but it's obviously going through a farm. And let's hope Daisy's friendly, because she ain't moving. Oh, you are moving. You're going to go up there. Okay, thank you, Daisy.
I think we'll walk this way, love.
Okay.
Got a frisky one. There must be a refugio here. And Julie's gone up there to avoid the cows. Don't blame her, so did I. You never know whether they're friendly or what. Mostly they are. Hello. Old Frisky's still at it. Well, this is right like the bottom of the huge hill that we've got to go up to. Or we call it a mountain. So there's a bit of a stream running down the gully. So I'll try and follow the path up. If you can see it, wow, you won't be able to. You might even see some wires crossing that gully. because that's where we're going to the top to catch the lift down back to the and catch the bus back. Yeah, this is very grueling going up here. It's very hard on the stones. Not like when we were coming up through the forest over there, but there, got to have some of the bad with the good.
Oh, sorry for the heavy breathing. Get a bit out of breath. There's the view where we came from, right down there where the cows were. The forest we hiked up through. Wow, so good. Taxing but good. Oh, we're still struggling with the hard bit, but when that sun goes in, it's a little bit easier. We finally reached a point, that's the valley we came up. We finally reached a point here where we can see different side to the valley. I mean, have a look down there, just
Nearly, nearly there. Oh, we're not far from the lift station now.
Won't it be nice to get the lift down?
Yeah. Oh, well, there's the lift station there.
Well, we finally reached the summit. We're having some lunch, and the clouds rolling in.
Well, they did say at midday there was going to be some rain, didn't they, or cloud?
Yeah. Thunderstorm, actually.
Thunderstorm. Oh dear.
So we're sitting here after a 3-hour hike. There's the lift station. We're up at the top station now. We'll be getting the lift down soon. This is the observation platform that we're just going to have a look at before we get the lift down. Up on the observation platform now. Raymond's up there already, of course. A lovely cool breeze, which we've needed. What you doing, Raymondo?
Oh, we didn't take a photo of that.
Okay. That's the lift we'll be getting down. Probably have second lunch up here first.
The one-way trip on the Waldmendingerbahn would have been €25.50.
Getting the lift down now. Raymondo's going to go in front. We're in the lift going down, and you can see really clearly the hike up, or part of the hike up.
Comes the hard bit.
Well, the grueling bit, yeah.
Avalanche barriers.
Yeah. It's pretty steep, isn't it? A bit of wind noise, I think. Going down to Mittelberg.
We love doing a hike between mountain lift stations, but only when there is public transport connecting them. This hike was just perfect for that, with the valley bus providing easy access to and from Riezlern. The hike was steep at times, but not particularly difficult. The narrow alpine section, however, did need some caution with the steep drop-offs off to the side. It was great whilst in the shade of the forest, but the steep open section up to the Nebelhornbahn was very taxing on such a hot sunny day. It took us over 3 hours to do the 5k hike, and we managed to get the lift down and the bus back to the campsite before the heavy rain set in for the rest of the day. With rain forecast again, we set off early on the number 1 bus for the Waldhaus right on the border with Germany to access the entry to the Breitachklamm from the Austrian side. Our guest card covered the bus, but not the gorge, so we paid the €7 entry fee per person.
On our way down to the bus stop to go to a gorge walk. Yeah, every day. So down the hill we go, and believe me, when we finish the day's hiking, we have to walk back up this slope, and we hate it.
We're at Breitachklamm Gorge. We've been here before. really can't remember it. Ray's gone on ahead as usual. Got to keep ducking every now and again when you get hit on the head by a sharp bit of rock. A little bit of an incline here. Oh, up we go. Still we've got a rail to hang on to. Off we go down the canyon.
Feel the spray.
The gorge is very, very wet. You've got to make sure you don't get absolutely soaked. But these wooden planks are better than the slippery stones. Apparently Ray read that at one part the gorge is only 1 metre wide. To duck down in this bit and see how it handles it. Yeah. We've found about the one and only chair so far in the gorge, and it's 10 o'clock, so guess what? We're having through with it. It's pretty darn good.
Yeah, not bad at all.
We've just left, whoa! Just left the gorge. We thought we'd have this nice little casual hike back. Didn't account on the ascent. But anyway, we'd rather go up than down.
Oh, very steep up here.
Oh look, we're climbing another hill.
Well,
Wow.
didn't think it was going to be
I
this
know
steep.
we went down in the gorge, but
Yeah, but
up now.
only gradually.
Yeah. Probably doesn't come out on the screen, the steepness of the hill, but take my word for it, it's steep.
Oh, it's really bucketing down now. That's where wet weather gear on. Absolutely pouring. People taking cover under the ledge.
There are two entry/exit points to the gorge, and we chose the western or Austrian side. The hike to the gorge was as scenic as the gorge itself, which is very popular, so very congested at times, with two-way traffic and limited places to sit and rest or to enjoy the view. Continuing on, we exited the eastern or German side and chose the mountainous hike back, which, although steep, was preferable to walking back through the busy gorge. The elevated trail gave us a fabulous view from above down into the gorge below. We really enjoyed the 5K 2-hour hike, but unfortunately got caught in the rain before we could get back to the bus.
Right, we're very sad to be leaving the campsite. I have to see Ray back. Okay, we're about to leave the best campsite we've ever stayed at. They even gave us a little parting gift of a little wooden platter. They're magic. So, off we go on a very wet and miserable Sunday. We would stay another night, but it isn't cheap here, and if you're not going to be actively using the card, it's probably not worth having another night. We'll just wait it out in Estelle Platz. So all we have to do now is fill and empty the van, and then we're ready to go. Ray gets all the good jobs. Now I have to see Ray over to the dump point. Okay. Right, so these are all the chores you have to do when you're motorhoming. I'll go turn it on for you, okay?
Yep.
They've got the most fabulous setup here. Everything is so neat and tidy. You ready for me to turn it on?
Yep.
Okay, it's on. I think I'll just show you the drying room. It's unbelievable, this place. It just has everything. The bikes get stored in there. That's the chemical toilet, but also the doggy wash. There you go, you can wash your dog in there. This is bike storage. And there's your wet room. You know, we had a big downpour yesterday. Must admit, our boots didn't dry in here overnight, but you can imagine snow season, the wet stuff that gets put in there. And I won't go in there and film, but there's a kiddies' playroom in here. Oh, I will film a little bit. There we go, so they've got a TV, lots and lots of games. It's just the most amazing campsite we've ever been in.